At this time, I would like to introduce to you the Chairman of the Board of Coconino County Board of Supervisors, Liz Archuleta.
Thank you, and thanks, Steve. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time to be here. I know there's a lot of work that you've been doing over the past few days, a lot of work ahead of you, so I'm really glad that you're here to be able to get the information that we think will be helpful to you, and then to be able to individually ask some one-on-one questions about your particular situation, and that we can get you connected with the people that you need to be connected with. So Coconino County and all of the cooperating agencies that are here tonight and who have been working on the emergency really want to welcome you to the meeting. And we all know that you're going through a difficult time, and I can assure you that we're doing everything we can to help you. Unfortunately, as you know, Mother Nature, or as we often say, acts of God, are not necessarily always on our side. And I think that's been proven over the last 30 days with the fire first, which of course was unfortunately not Mother Nature, but it was somebody who was careless, and then with the floods, which were Mother Nature. And so at this time, I think it's really important that all of us as a community stick together because it's during times of difficulty that we need each other most. And so tonight, we want to give you an update on the actions that we've taken to date and our plans for moving forward. We have individuals from all the cooperating agencies in the lobby, and also those that have been involved making presentations tonight. But before we move on to that, I want to take some time to acknowledge the devastating loss that we've experienced in our community. And as you know, one of the things that we discussed with the fire was just how grateful we were that no lives were lost in that very devastating fire and the potential for the loss of life. Unfortunately, we can't say that today with the flooding situation. As many of you may know, a 12-year-old young girl, Shaylin Wilson, lost her life on Tuesday. It's been personally very devastating to me, and I know to our entire community, to know that one of our own lost her life. And so I first and foremost want to offer my sincere condolences to Shaylin's family, the Wilson family, and I know I speak on behalf of our entire community by saying that we are so sorry for your loss. As you may know, Shaylin was an exceptional young woman who excelled in everything that she did. And if you would just join me in just taking a moment of silence in your own way, keeping her and her family in your thoughts right now. Thank you. Before we discuss how we got here, I want to update you on some of the recent actions that the county has taken, either by the county itself or our partners, to address the flooding in the Schultz fire area. We'd also like to go over a couple of items that all of you will be interested in. So let me start first with the emergency declaration. On July 21st, the Coconino County Board of Supervisors declared a local emergency due to the existence or threatened existence of flooding in the area. And we determined that the county had exhausted all of its resources and needed to request assistance from the state of Arizona and the federal government to assist in the management of the flooding and its consequences. So we did do that on July 21st. On that same day, the governor declared a state of emergency, which provides $200,000 in funding to pay for emergency response costs, flood mitigation actions, and to repair infrastructure such as roads, bridges, and flood control work. These funds are not available to repair individual homes. The state has the funding just for the emergency response on the level that I described. We are also working with our congressional offices to request assistance on the 30-day requirement for flood insurance. Many of you, and as we know ourselves, have commented on the 30-day waiting period, that you did go and get flood insurance after the fire, but you're in this window where you have to wait 30 days. We have provided the necessary documentation to FEMA and believe that our situation should qualify for a waiver of the 30-day time period. We are working very closely with our senators in Washington, with Representative Kirkpatrick, and the entire Arizona delegation so that they can advocate on our behalf. We will definitely know if we need your assistance so you can begin to make those calls. We'll definitely let you know when you need to mobilize around that, if we need for you to make calls to FEMA or to our congressional officials. But please know that we've already submitted the information that's required to request that waiver. Roy Hall, who is the Incident Command Team Commander, will now give you an update on the Incident Command Team and their efforts. And then Supervisor Mandy Metzger will go over some other items of interest to you.